The Witch in the Water. It was nearly midnight when Ethan reached the old cliffside trail. The fog hung thick in the air like a living thing, slithering over the rocks and swallowing the coastline in silence. The only sound was the distant crashing of waves far below. Ethan was 22, not exactly brave, but stubborn enough to pretend. He had always been drawn to strange places, and tonight, he wanted answers. You see, for generations, people around Black Hollow Cove spoke of her, a woman in a hooded robe who came out of the water when the sea was still and the mist rolled heavy. Some called her a ghost, others a demon. But the fishermen just called her the Witch in the Water. They say she wore a robe that was soaked in lost souls. And her face, if you could even call it a face, was like a skull under a veil of water. Blurred, shifting, watching. Ethan didn't believe in ghost stories, but he believed in family secrets. And tonight, he had a reason to come looking. His older brother, Dylan, disappeared at this very cliff 2 years ago. His jacket was found hanging on the rocks. No note, no sign of a struggle, just gone. Ethan needed closure or revenge. He wasn't sure which anymore. He followed the path down to the beach, his flashlight flickering in and out. The fog thickened with each step. And then, as he neared the water's edge, everything went silent. No wind, no waves, just the stillness of death. Ethan froze. That's when he saw her. Rising out of the black water, slowly, like she'd been waiting just beneath the surface, was a tall, hooded figure. Her robe dripped as if she were bleeding shadows. She didn't walk. She floated, barely disturbing the water. Her face was hidden, but Ethan could make out the faint image of a skull, warped like a reflection in rippling glass. The sockets moved, tracking him. He felt something seize his chest. Fear, yes, but also something else. Recognition. Ethan. Her voice was soft, like a drowning whisper. Come closer. Ethan shook his head, backing away. But the figure raised a hand, not threateningly, but an offering. She held something. It was a bracelet, frayed and waterlogged, the same one Dylan used to wear. Ethan stepped forward, heart pounding. What is this? What do you want? She said nothing, just tilted her head and slowly pointed down into the water. Ethan looked. For a moment, he saw only darkness. Then, faintly, shapes began to emerge beneath the surface. Dozens of them. More hooded figures, all standing, all watching, all with blurry, shifty skulls. One of them stepped forward. No robe, just jeans. A hoodie. A familiar face, pale and bloated. It was Dylan. His eyes met Ethan's, and he smiled. Hey, little brother, the drowned voice echoed. Ethan stumbled backward in horror, but the hooded woman was behind him now. He spun, trapped between the sea and the ghost. You're one of us, Dylan said calmly. You always were. Ethan's flashlight flickered and went out. The water rushed forward without warning, dragging him into the icy deep. He tried to scream, but his lungs filled with salt and silence. They never found Ethan's body. But a week later, his mom got a package in the mail. No return address. Inside was a soaked journal, Ethan's journal. The last page read, the sea was still, the mist was thick, and she waits in the water. Now they say if you go to Black Hollow Cove on a foggy night, you might see someone standing in the surf. Tall, hooded, face blurred like something seen through water. And if you look closely, you'll realize it's not a woman anymore. It's Ethan, and he's waiting for you.